What is up, guys? My name is Jack Gardiner, and today I am delighted to be joined by none other than Mr. John Browne, and we have Dennis here from Friedman Amps. Today we are going to be checking out the Twin Sister over here. Now, John, this is actually your first time ever playing a Friedman amp, isn't it?
It is. I've played the Friedman modules, but never an actual amp.
I am well excited to hear what you think of this. So,
Okay.
you're in Dadgad, aren't you, just for the viewers? Yeah. And on both playing Friedman guitars as well,
Yeah.
actually. So do you want to say a little bit about this one?
Well, obviously, it is definitely modelled after a famous guitar. You may have heard of them. But yeah, it's a beautiful guitar. Obviously, humbucker in the bridge. Volume and tone, I think it's probably made out of either alder or ash. I'm not too sure. Alder, did you say? It's older, okay. Maple neck, maple fingerboard, 6 strings, old Clusen style tuners. Trem's good. I don't know what the pickup is in the bridge, but it sounds pretty gnarly. Yeah, it plays really well. It's not a thin neck by any means, but it's also not overly fat.
No baseball bat.
No, it's just comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
totally. And on this side then, I guess we have the Vintage T Classic. I'm sure you can imagine what the original was.
This is a
was
Vintage
for that.
S, actually, coming to think of it. So yeah, there you
Even
go.
better. Yeah, so it's got the T-style pickups in, same kind of deal as that one really. It's a maple neck, isn't it, Dennis? Is there anything to add on there, or I guess... Nope, that's it, spot on. I am never usually a telly guy or T-style guy. So this could be interesting for me as well. It's a bit out of my comfort zone, but man, I want you to play first. This is your first ever time.
Okay, right. Shall we do it then?
Oh, it's just worth mentioning, actually, we do have the Wampler Ethereal out of shot on top, just in the effects loop for a little bit of reverb. But man, John, take it away, man.
Okay, that sounds pretty sick already.
That last lick, mate, was just... Oh,
Well, I'll do it full gain as well now.
You're killing me, mate, with that kind of playing. But I mean, I think what was obvious there really was how well it responded to your actual pick attack.
Exactly, yeah, and also the volume control as well. It completely cleaned up when I wanted it to.
There was one chord that you played where I would have thought that was a totally different channel, you know. Oh, that's a lovely sounding chord. Wicked stuff, mate. I think we've spoken about this before, but for both of us, I think a lot of actually the gain comes from just how hard we hit it, isn't it? You know,
Definitely, yeah.
I think we prefer like the lower gain levels
Yeah.
so that we can actually get the dynamics into our playing. Like,
It's also for the tightness. Like, if you think about it, right, when you're playing, when you hit hard, you want to get that saturation, and when you don't want that saturation, just to hit a little bit softer, and then it also tightens up the tone as well, because that's the way it works for metal as well. Like, but then again, a lot of people don't play with dynamics in metal either.
that's true, yeah. But man, I'm excited to play this. I think this is my first time with this amp, the Twin Sister. So do you mind if I
Go on,
have a
off
little
your
bit of
pop.
self-indulgence time?
Yeah, go on. And show me what licks you got, mate. Come on.
Oh, not after you just played that last one, mate. The spank, can't
Yeah,
you?
I can just hear it popping at me.
The way it cleans up that's the beauty of it.
Do you know what I love about your playing? You have the accent points down. When you hit hard on certain like really good feeling phrasing points.
Oh, cheers, man.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, I know this isn't necessarily about technique, but one thing which I love to do involves the hybrid picking. Is this something that you do at all, John?
Not really, no.
Right, okay, because that gives, for me, a totally different feel. Say we're doing something like that, where one of the licks I think I played there is... So you can actually get, like, it's almost like the country thing. I mean, I'm not a country player, but it's got that kind of snap.
It's almost like the pop and slap with bass players. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
where you just... Like, it's like that, isn't it? I can't, I'm not a bass player, so don't, that's not even pop and slap, but you know what I mean? You get that. I felt like I was going to snap a string then, actually.
Man, that's one thing. You need to teach me how to do this, dude.
That's something.
I guess that's the kind
That's
of...
kind of cool. Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more, I guess, like in the bass player territory things that I've picked that up from. And
Exactly.
Guthrie as well, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
We'll name him. But yeah, I mean, do you want to try more game, mate?
Oh, why not, mate? Why not?
So,
Yep.
try that for me, mate. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, keep that going, man.
That's actually more gain than I would normally use.
Well, we are literally down at the minute, and
Really?
we are on. I guess that's the most gainy channel, is it, Dennis, up here?
Two like Amiga channels.
Ah, yes, sorry, forgive me, yeah. That's right, I should point out here that we have two of exactly the same. So if you wanted to, like, set up a cleaner type tone,
Yeah.
you can just literally switch it up here, you know, and then you could have all the gain that you want there.
Exactly.
We are on full there, I must point out, and we are on the higher of the three, aren't we, on the S over here. So maybe let's try a bit lower.
That's quite spanky.
It is.
It really wants to resolve, doesn't it?
Let that sharp four hang, man. Let it But yeah, I mean, I would actually love to try that if you wouldn't mind, just the
Off you
cleaner type tone. So I mean,
That's a nice chord.
it's just a show-off chord, isn't it? Really,
It
one of the
is. Yeah,
whole
that's a
thing.
that's a money chord, isn't it?
Guitar World magazine shot, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
That's home territory for me, that mate.
Yeah.
That sounds wonderful, doesn't it?
It's a really, really nice clean sound, and it definitely sounds a lot better when you're playing it.
No, don't be silly, mate. Never. But I mean, man, yeah. First impressions then.
First
Friedman.
impressions are that it sounds great. For me personally, say I was playing in a metal sort of scenario, I would say that the bottom end probably needs to be rolled back a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe even the mid. It might even be the mids rather than the actual bass.
We could try that if you
Just
want.
to get a little bit more of that, you know, scooped spank. That's whatever you just did then.
Is that it? Do you want more gain?
Tiny.
Yeah, okay, that's maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of more like it, you know, so you can get
Yeah.
the Yeah, that's more like maybe a little bit more gain, but I'd probably get the gain by just driving the front end just a little bit with a boost.
Yeah.
But that's kind of definitely it's got that spanky kind of sound. Maybe even up the treble a little bit. You know, don't be
Yeah.
shy.
Let's
Yeah,
go
yeah,
for it,
yeah.
man.
Give it some spank. Come on. Yeah, that's
Is
kind
that-
of more in the vein, and then I can also hit lighter if I want. Get the dynamics from it rather than, you know, so then
Yeah.
responds to the sort of scratches a lot better. Yeah.
Dude, that sounds wicked. You need to show me that little trick.
It's just like a
Almost like a funk guitar type thing, I guess. Like thing.
exactly, yeah.
You know, that's one thing which I like to do with them. Say,
You already got it.
but it's not as cool sounding as that. There's something else going on there. We'll have to sit down and. Okay.
But then you can just make multiple rhythms of it, you know?
Yeah,
So it's
man.
just- yeah.
We need to sit down. And
Yeah, we
have a
need to
little-
sit down and just like, you've got a couple of licks in there that I'm like, oh, I would use that on the bottom string and repeat it
Yeah.
on weird beats, you know?
Yeah. But guys, I mean, I think we should maybe wrap this up just as our little first impression of Friedman.
Yep.
So, what do you think? Good?
It sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see myself using it, obviously without the reverb. You like reverb.
Yes. Oh, we could have turned it off, man. I could have.
Oh yeah, try turning it off. Let's
yeah.
just have a quick listen. That's it. It could definitely get in just a little boost on the front end and with air.
And that's it.
Yeah.
It suits your style, man, I must say. And
Yes.
it's mad to see you on like an S-type guitar. It really does suit you. It's one of them.
And also I'm getting reverb from this as well with the strings.
Springs, of course.
Yeah, so that's kind of why I do the fixed thing. It's not that I'm against these very useful tools for certain applications. And, you know, when you press down on the bar, it just has this coolness. But yeah, obviously, you know, we're kind of from different. Well, it's the same 12 notes, but we kind of have.
different approaches, isn't it? But there's so much in common. I think that's what we found this week in terms of what we actually like.
Yeah.
Regardless of it being the styles are totally different.
Yeah.
There's common ground, isn't there? The
Definitely is,
dynamics, and this is what this does.
Yeah.
Really,
It's
really
the
well.
spank. We like the spank.
Yes, yeah. John and Jack love the spank. But anyway,
We're going to
guys,
have to call the spank the Jack and John from now on.
the spank.
Yeah, we're going to have to call it the Jack and
Yeah,
John.
yeah, the Jack, JJ. There we go.
JJ.
Yeah. But guys, thanks to Dennis as well for letting us try this beautiful amp. I believe this is released. It should be released already now, shouldn't it?
By the time you release the video, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. There's no leaks.
And me and Jack will both give our addresses to Dennis.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks again for checking this one out. Till next time, cheers.